Good evening, everyone, and welcome to live high school basketball tonight between the Riverside Lady Vikes and the Mountain View Eagles. Of course, it is the Taylor Lions tournament tonight. The starting lineup for Mountain View: Abby Neary, Sydney Newhart, Mackenzie Bell, Reagan Cameron, and Devin Burney. Over on the other side, the starting lineup for Riverside will be Elise Karpinski, Kylie Lavelle, Kayla Rose, Julia Antonacci, and Emily Taylor. First game tonight was won by West Scranton. They defeated Nanticoke in a thriller. Karpinski on the jump ball. It is Antonacci who comes up with it. Riverside will start their half-court offense. Antonacci on the jumper just inside the three-point line is no good. I want to thank Taylor Borough Councilman Chuck McKeel for sponsoring tonight's ball game tonight. Thanks, Chuck. All right, here we go. Mountain View underneath, moving the ball around. They'll try to get a shot. Mountain View's been overmatched, not a big roster thus far this year. So this game, heavy favorite would be the Riverside Lady Vikes. You still got to play it. First quarter, 7:31 on the clock between these two. And no points on the board. Karpinski knocks that ball out of bounds. So we get to see what the Mountain View offense is all about. And again, starting 3 seniors this evening, a junior and 1 10th grader. Cameron with the ball. Karpinski. No, it is a steal there by Taylor. Taylor will take it coast to coast and off the glass. 2-0 Lady Vikes. Mountain View coming down with the half-court set. Abby Neary will be that point guard. All of about 5'1" of her. And we get a foul down low. Will go against Riverside. That's going to go against number 23, Kayla Rose. 7 minutes on the clock here in the first quarter. Neary now with the basketball, looking around, gets it, dishes it out. Outside to Sydney Newhart, the senior. And then back to Neary, and that short shot comes up short. And getting the ball for Riverside. Moving it around, Karpinski, and then they get it over to number 23, Kayla Rose. So Emily Taylor started that out, but Kayla Rose finishes 4-0. Mountain View throws that out of bounds. So they tried to dump it in to number 13, Sydney Newhart. Now this will come back the other way. It'll be Kylie Lavelle, the freshman, leading the way at the point guard position. They dump it inside. Karpinski head it over to Antonacci. Quick dribble, and they call travel. .6:14 on the clock. Thanking our friend again, Taylor Borough Councilman Chuck McKeel, huge supporter of Riverside sports teams. Want to thank him for his continued support bringing Lady Vikes basketball here on YouTube live here on the John Mendola Show. Ball moved around here by Mountain View. Again, it will be Neary leading the charge at the point guard position. Newhart high up the glass and gets it to go. So Sydney Newhart gets a runner and gets the 2 points here for Mountain View with 5:45 to go here in the first quarter. Kylie Lavelle now will direct the charge the other way here for the Lady Vikes. Karpinski on a pick out front. And they'll move it. And Kayla Rose up and in off the glass. A hard shot. So 3 sophomores in that starting lineup here for Riverside. A senior and a freshman. I think we'll get to see plenty of bodies tonight for the Lady Vikes. Lavelle on the steal. Looking up ahead. She's got her player. And it is Emily Taylor up ahead. Finishes that one like she did the opening bucket. 8-2 advantage here for the Lady Vikes. 5 minutes on the clock exactly here in Taylor for the Taylor Lions tournament. Neary for 3. That shot is going to go off the rim. Antonacci with the rebound. Antonacci trying to move it a little bit. Antonacci's going to drive it. Antonacci gets clubbed down low, and no foul call. They're going to call Mountain View basketball. So Antonacci thought she got cut in half there, but I guess the referee thought maybe she fumbled the ball out of bounds, and that's what we got. 4:40 on the clock, 6-point advantage here for the Lady Vikes. Inside move, and it goes. So Mountain View gets on the board. Mackenzie Bell. Back to live action. Kayla Rose hits one. And then Elise Karpinski. Little transition basketball. 12-4 the score. Take an audio timeout. And we'll be back here in the first quarter. 3:49 on the clock. So after the timeout there by Ashley Kilmer and the Mountain View Eagles, it will be half-court basketball here by Abby Neary, trying to get her teammates involved. Sydney Newhart again, that young lady. Now they find an open person to Devin Burney. Rip rebound there by Kayla Rose. Lavelle transition, lefty. She gets fouled by Neary from behind. Bella McKeefery will make her appearance here in the first quarter. Shot there goes, and McKeefery comes in. Emily Taylor comes out. So McKeefery will guard number 1, Neary. And Lavelle's free throw is long, and battle underneath, and a jump ball is called. It'll be Riverside Lady Vikes basketball with 3:19 on the clock. 13-4 is the score. Kylie Lavelle will now take it out, the freshman. Moving inside, and Tanachi somehow finds the basketball after it was tipped away a few times. That shot is off the mark, and Mountain View will come down in their half-court set. Neary with the basketball, looking around, guarded by McKeefery. And that ball goes off the foot and then off another foot. So originally it was going to go off Sydney Newhart and then kicked out of bounds by Karpinski. It'll be Mountain View basketball. 3:02 on the clock. How many years it's been now since high school basketball coaches were supposed to be sitting on the bench. Now they all stand. It's been a while, and these years just kind of fly by at this point. Of course, college coaches have had that ability for a while now, but high school basketball coaches have to look up that date. Antonacci gets it over to Lavelle, a little overthrown there. It goes out of bounds, 2:46 on the clock. Still 13-4, the score with the Lady Vikes in command here at the Taylor Lions tournament. Thanking our friend Chuck McKeel, who is a Taylor Borough councilman, a huge supporter of the Riverside sports teams, sponsoring tonight's game. Thank you very much, Chuck McKeel. No travel call there. Newhart looked like she was going to run with it, but Karpinski got her hand in there. So no travel call, then Mountain View will have the basketball. Will inbound here. Set a couple of picks. They get it over to Bernie, and then a steal here. McKeefrey comes up with it. Back behind her back. McKeefrey tries to throw one up and swatted away there by Mountain View. And now the Lady Eagles coming over in their half-court set. Once again, it is Newhart. Newhart gets tied up. Karpinski rips the ball away. It'll be a jump ball. This one will go to Mountain View. So this one will be inbounded on the E, on the word Riverside, underneath the basket. So right towards the Lady Vikes bench. And that shot there, it goes out of bounds. It'll be Riverside basketball. So Newhart tried a long three. She thought it got tipped. There was a little body involved there, but it ended up clanking somewhere near the back part of the basket. 2:06 on the clock. 13-4 advantage Lady Vikes. Lavelle from bombs away, way out there, and it's long. Good battle underneath. Mountain View basketball. 2 Lady Vikes there. Rose and Karpinski. Here comes Abby Neary with that basketball for the half-court set. There's 2 fouls so far on the board. Left-handed pass, gorgeous by Lavelle, and then Antonacci tries to get one, and then good defense there by Mountain View. Rose towards the top of the key. He's got Karpinski wide open for a half a second, missed her, and then it's forced underneath, and how about that? Bella McKeefrey throws it up lefty. So McKeefrey battled there with the Mountain View defender, and she is fouled by Cameron and gets the and one. Karpinski out, Taylor in. And McKeefrey on that free throw line. Free throw goes. 16-4 now, the score after that three-point play there by the sophomore Bella McKeefrey. You got a guard number 1, Abby Neary. Neary gets it over to her teammate Sydney Newhart, who looks like the number 1 option here scoring for Mountain View, and she scores that one. So Mountain View has 6 points. She has 4 of them. Lavelle now with the basketball. 10-point lead. Lavelle again for three-pointer. This one's a little short. Good hustle by Rose. And no go there as McKeefrey tried to get that one from about 6 feet away. And then a tie-up will be Riverside Lady Vikes basketball with 55.6 seconds on that clock here at the Taylor Lions Stone Rink. Game number 2 tonight. West Scranton upsets Nanticoke in game number 1 this evening. So West Scranton will sit in that championship game. Will it be Mountain View or will it be Riverside? Nice drive there and a foul with the contact. Of course, Kayla Rose does a pretty good job with that. 44 seconds on the clock. And a 10-point advantage here by the Lady Vikes. Free throw goes. That free throw is long, and then tipped around a bunch, and then Mountain View comes up with it. It'll be Neary with the basketball. And that shot is long by Neary, and Lavelle comes up with the rebound. 34 seconds on the clock. McKeefrey gets it over to Rose, back over to Taylor, and they're going to call travel. So it's 26.7 seconds on the clock. It's 17-6. Jack Mikhailo hitting that water pretty hard like he always does to keep his voice going. Stay hydrated. Very important in a game like this when you're the coach. Foul there as Sydney Newhart gets a shot off, but we're going to have our second foul here on the Lady Vikes. McKeefrey called on that foul. Free throw goes in and out. Mountain View gets Emily Booley now into the ball game, wearing number 5. She is a sophomore. Also, another little guy looks like he wants to get in the game, but he's only about 4 years old, so he'll run over to his mom, I think. All right, 11 seconds on the clock. 17-7 is the lead. One last shot here with 7 seconds. Lavelle tries another 3, doesn't make that. Rebound, Kayla Rose up high, off the glass and in, and that'll do it for the first quarter. 19-7 the score. We'll take an audio timeout and be back here on YouTube Live, The John Mendola Show. We're back here for quarter number 2. The score is 19-7. The Lady Vikes in front. I want to thank our friend here for sponsoring Chuck McKeel tonight's ball game between Mountain View and Riverside here at the John Mendola Show live on YouTube. Taylor Lions Club tournament, always a good time, a nice crowd. We had a real good crowd with West Scranton and Nanticoke. Neary for 3, hits it. So a nice shot there by Abby Neary. It's 19-10, and Mountain View getting their offense going a little bit. So Riverside will try to get their offense going. Antonacci long ranger, that's out of the circle. And then McKeefrey, nice hustle. It will be Mountain View basketball. 7:16 on the clock here. Mountain View now working that ball around. It'll be Newhart. And stolen by McKeefrey. And McKeefrey gets it up court. Antonacci for the 3. Got it! For the first tray of the night here for Riverside. Makes it 22-10, 6:45 on the clock. 12-point advantage. Shot there by Newhart. Nice stroke on that one. Makes it 22-12. So Mountain View getting some points here. And the Lady Vikes will continue their offense. Karpinski, Lavelle, long ranger. McKeefrey hits a 3. So Bella McKeefrey drains that one. Is now 25-12. 3 fouls on Mountain View, 2 fouls on Riverside. Neary. It was a steal by McKeefrey. They're going to call a foul. Will that be the second on Bella McKeefrey? Yep, it will. It'll bring in a substitute, which will be Kayla Rose. Mountain View will bring in Morgan Hammond. Half-court offense here. And a steal by Antonacci, and then she gets fouled. .6:01 on the clock. Riverside will inbound. You could. So it'll be an inbound here by Riverside. Get that basketball back in. And half-court offense is set up. Karpinski. Rose. Karpinski with the basketball. Has an open Antonacci. That one's a little short and then bounces over off the backboard. And Mountain View comes up with 5:40 to go. 25-12 to score to Lady Vikes. Neary with the basketball. Moving around to Sydney Newhart, who will drive in. Karpinski's going to always get that tough defensive assignment. Rebound Antonacci up court. And here comes Riverside, and no go there. Karpinski and a rebound, no foul. McKeefrey goes up, and Bella McKeefrey makes another one. So Bella McKeefrey looking very offensive tonight, as she has 7 points right now. Actually 8 points, because she had the N1 and then the three-pointer. That shot's off. McKeefrey gets a rebound. Up court. Getting it over to Emily Taylor, and we get a foul. 27-12 to score, 4:56 on the clock, and a free throw coming up here, 2 of them from number 33, Emily Taylor.
Reagan Cameron, number 22, second personal, team fifth.
Free throw goes. And now we'll get number 20 in the ball game. Marleah Hoskins will get in. She is a senior. Julia Antonacci will take a seat. Free throw makes it somehow. 4:53 on the clock. Travel over here. We'll get 2 players in for Mountain View. Emery Booley will come back in, and Mackenzie Bell in that original starting lineup. So here's McKeefrey with the basketball. McKeefrey moving it around. Karpinski back over to Kayla Rose. Rose skip past McKeefrey, pulls it on the 3, and that one's a little off the mark. So Riverside not shooting very well from three-point land tonight as a team overall. Neary drives in, and Neary drives some contact, and Neary, I think, will head over to the free throw line. McKeefrey's got 3 fouls now. Well, then again, she came off the bench. I think she'll take a seat now. Lavelle will come in, so you got to like the aggressiveness of what she's done, and of course a nice offensive output from her. And Neary's free throw is hard off the back of the rim. McKeefrey will come over after a good effort here in the second quarter. 4:26 is on that clock. And that free throw's long, and the rebound will go to Riverside's number 20, Hoskins. I want to thank Chuck McKeel, Riverside sports fan, and a Taylor Borough councilman supporting all of the Riverside sports teams this year and many years coming. Lavelle for 3, that's off the mark. So Kyla Lavelle's shot a little off tonight, but she'll still get some hustle in and make it work. Outside shot, Newhart way off the mark. Good hustle over there. It'll be Riverside Lady basketball. And Antonacci will come in. Hoskins will come out. 4:02 on the clock. .357. So a turnover here. It'll be Mountain View basketball. That shot there reaches nothing but air. Rebound though from Mountain View, and that one goes. Morgan Hammond with the hustle, 29-14. Mountain View hanging in there. You gotta like the fight you're getting right now out of the Lady Eagles tonight. Antonacci long two, got it. So Antonacci dribbled that about 7 feet and then pulled the trigger, makes it 31-14. 3:18 on the clock. Steal by Antonacci. She got somebody right on her back, and it's going to be a foul. Emily Booley will be charged with that, and that'll be a couple of free shots here from Antonacci. So Ashley Kilmer's group got a real big roster here. Got about a dozen players on it. And Antonacci's free throw is short out the front of the rim. 11 players on that roster exactly for Mountain View. They do have some senior leadership and a bunch of sophomores. Just one junior on this team, and that is Abby Neary, the point guard, who has been in every moment of this game. 3:06 on the clock, 32-14. The Lady Vikes. Neary pumps it inside to Hammond, who had the last bucket. Back out to Newhart. Newhart's number 13, the senior, the tallie, and the ball gets knocked away, and then it gets tied up. They're going to call a travel before they call a jump ball. Riverside will have it over on the opposite side of the bench. Lavelle, Taylor, Rose, Lavelle. Still outside that three-point mark, 2:44 on the clock. Pumps it into Rose. Trying to get it into Karpinski. Trying to get it way down low, but Mountain View knocked it off of her, and it's out of bounds. So now Mountain View with half-court offense. Karpinski guarding Newhart. Had to change her shot off the mark. Coming up with it is Hammond. That shot is nothing but air from Newhart, and then it's tied up. Karpinski tying it up with Emery Booley. And that thing will be Riverside basketball after all that fun. Booley is a sophomore. 32-14 the score. Chuck McKeel, Taylor Borough Councilman, the sponsor of tonight's basketball game here on the John Mendola Show Live. Antonacci for a long two short. Antonacci drives in. Antonacci gets it turned over, and good defense there by Mackenzie Bell, who was just a big presence in the middle as a senior. Probably goes about 5'10". Pick coming over here on Lavelle. Neary now looking around, pulls up her dribble, gets it into Hammond, knocks out of bounds here by number 33, Emily Taylor. 3 new players in for Mountain View. Bernie, Cameron, and Jade Travis will make her way into the ball game. Well, Travis's first action as a sophomore. Karpinski knocks that ball away from Newhart with the tough defense. 1:54 on the clock. Superintendent Paul Brennan in attendance tonight, checking out the Lady Vikes, and of course supporting the Taylor Lions tournament as they do every year. Good community event. All the Lions are here from Taylor. Long shot there, and 3 points is not what Riverside is about tonight. They're just not on the mark from long range. 32-14, that ball goes right out of bounds. 139 and counting here in Taylor, Pennsylvania, as the Riverside Lady Vikes play some defense. Antonacci with the basketball. And that ball is off the mark as she tried to get that ball over to her teammate, Emily Taylor. Half-court set here with 1:17 on the clock for Mountain View. Stuffins over there by Antonacci. Hammond with the basketball. Then they move it outside. They get a bucket there by number 23, Devin Burney.
Devin Burney on the last bucket, number 23.
Moving around, Antonacci. Taylor in the inside, kick it out. Karpinski for 3. That no-go. And it will be Newhart once again with the basketball with 40 ticks on the clock, 32-16. And the ball kicked over from Newhart to her teammate. It'll be Lady Vikes basketball, as Reagan Cameron just couldn't get a handle on that. So Riverside has doubled up Mountain View, but it just seems like Mountain View's kind of hanging in there, and Riverside should have some more points. Definitely the shooting percentage, not what Riverside would like. Lavelle almost wanted to pull that 4 feet outside the three-point line. And how about that drive there by Kayla Rose? So Kayla Rose muscles that in, makes it 34-16. Newhart with the basketball, brings a pick over, and then not going. And then Lavelle, 3.5 seconds on the clock. She pulls up from the free throw line and nails it. So Kylie Lavelle pulls the trigger on that, makes it 36-16. Audio timeout. It's coming your way. 20-point lead for the Lady Vikes. We'll be back for quarter number 3. We are back here for quarter number 3 between the Lady Vikes of Riverside and the Mountain View Eagles. 36-16 is the score. It's a 20-point advantage. Same starting lineup here for Mountain View. And it looks like the same starters we'll see here. Riverside and Mountain View both have the same members on the floor. Turnover quickly here by Mountain View to start the third will be Riverside basketball. We appreciate you joining us here on the John Mendola Show on YouTube. You can join us again Friday night for the championship game, West Scranton against Riverside or Mountain View. Lavelle to the rack, and Lavelle unable to finish, but gets her own rebound, and then a jump ball there. Devin Burney over on that ball as well. I want to thank Taylor Borough Councilman Chuck McKeel for supporting the Lady Vikes basketball team and all of Viking country. Thank him for his generous support. Lavelle on the outside fakes the three. Antonacci now has it at the point. Rose from just inside the key, kept alive by Taylor and then knocked away. It'll be Neary with the basketball. Lavelle will guard her. A good 6, 7, 8-inch difference. Easy on that. Inside ball game. Good move there by number 23, Devin Burney, unable to find the hole. 7:05 on the clock here in quarter number 3. Lavelle now with it outside a 3-point range. They dump it inside, and Kayla Rose will head over to the free throw line. So that foul will go against number 13, Sydney Newhart, with 6:56 on the clock. We're in the second game tonight of the Taylor Lions tournament. That free throw is up and in. And that free throw looks pretty good as well. So good free throw shooting there. They get a couple. 38-16 is the score. 6:54 on the clock. Mountain View trying to get their offense going. Riverside, we've seen a couple of subs off the bench. Good effort out of Bella McKeefrey thus far tonight. And they got a few minutes there out of Marlia Hoskins. Quick out of bounds play there, and then Mountain View will come back with it here in the third quarter. A runner there goes off the side of the backboard. Lavelle trying to steal, Rose trying to steal. We finally get one, and Karpinski pushes it up. Lavelle gonna look, survey, gets it over as an open player. A free throw here by Kayla Rose, no go. Karpinski, the rebound was long, unable to grab it, and Mountain View controls this one. Devin Burney now with the basketball, gets it over to her teammate Cameron. Now Newhart has it. Now they get it back over in the corner, and Lavelle knocks it out of bounds, intended for Neary. Got some more high school basketball on Friday night as West Scranton will take on the winner between these two. Right now, looks like Lady Vikes with a big commanding lead tonight here in the third quarter. Neary dribbles that off her foot as Lavelle guarded her closely. Triple fives on the scoreboard here in quarter number 3 of the Taylor Lions tournament. Kylie Lavelle now coming up with the basketball. Karpinski, Antonacci, back out Lavelle. Lavelle to the rack, and Kylie Lavelle finishes that one off the glass. 40-16. Riverside playing defense. Taylor now guarding number 22, Cameron. They get it inside and kick it back out, Burney, and then it goes out of bounds on Mountain View. It'll be the Lady Vikes basketball at the 5:17 mark here in the third quarter. Kylie Lavelle with that basketball gets it over Antonacci. Karpinski, and that goes off of Neary. Antonacci was on the other end to try to get that, but Neary's hand poked in. It goes off of Mountain View. It'll be Lady Vikes basketball under the basket. Lavelle inside by herself, and it rolls in. So hits the rim, bounces about 3 feet up in the air, and then bounces right through the bucket. 42-16, the advantage here for the Lady Vikes. Building and building and building. Nice move there by Newhart, gets the runner. So a nice little crossover by Sydney Newhart in the lane and gets that bucket. Is 42-18. One foul here in the second half. That's on Mountain View. Antonacci looks, it's Rose. Back over to Karpinski. Antonacci open down low. It is a long shot there by Taylor. Nice when you have a 5'11" point guard who could rebound. That shot goes long. And a travel here by Mountain View. So good hustle by Reagan Cameron. And then she hits the floor, and it's a walk. 4:18 on the floor in quarter number 3. Chuck McKeel, our Taylor Borough Councilman, supporting the Lady Vikes basketball program and all of the sports programs here at Riverside. So substitution, Morgan Hammond comes in, the sophomore. 42-18 is the score. So Jack Mikhailo still keeping a tight rein here. Hasn't really brought that many off the bench. Expect to start to see some of these young ladies come in. But I think he wants a little continuity here out of his Lady Vikes. Although up 42-18, I think he's looking for a little bit more continuity offensively. 4, 6, 8, 10 points in a row. He'll start to feel a little better about. 4 minutes on the clock here in the third quarter. As an outsider, you think Riverside is in command, but he knows he's going to have a tough test if the score holds up against West Scranton. Antonacci drives in, got a little body contact there. Might have closed her eyes when she released it. It didn't go. And then offensive, no, they call a block. So Taylor takes a big, heavy hit there. And they're going to call a block. Looked like she was stationary. They've had some tough calls here. But, again, it's a lopsided 42-18 score. You're not going to get an argument right now over something like that. That free throw is no good by Reagan Cameron. So coming into the game is McKeefrey. So number 33, Taylor, comes off. Got hit pretty good on that. Lavelle. She double dribbled. I don't think they saw it. McKeefrey from the corner for 3, nails it. Bella McKeefrey feeling pretty good tonight offensively. Big confidence booster from her coming off that bench and scoring some points. 45-18. Mountain View comes down and hits their own 3. Reagan Cameron pulls the trigger. It's 45-21. 3:16 on the clock. McKeefrey will come over to the near side bench 3-point range. Get some position inside as Antonacci's shot is off, and then the rebound there by Sydney Newhart, the senior. Newhart coming down. Newhart throws it inside, tipped out by Kayla Rose. It will be Mountain View basketball at the 2:55 mark. Chuck McKeel, our Taylor Borough Councilman, supporting the Lady Vikes basketball program. And again, very grateful are these Lady Vikes for the support they get from their local businesses and community members. Of course, want to thank the Taylor Lions Club for this tournament each and every year. These guys do a fantastic job, not just with this tournament, but all year long, and doing what they can for people in their own community. Shot there, knocked away, and Hammond finds it. Unbelievable. Morgan Hammond gets stuffed and then throws up kind of a blind look there and gets that thing to go. It is now 45-23. Lavelle, pick and roll. Karpinski, perfect play, and a perfect finish by Elise Karpinski. You couldn't have drew that up any better, but a freshman and a sophomore, as she read that play perfectly with the pick and roll, put it right where it needed to be at a spot. And Newhart with a runner, it comes up short. Rebound Hammond, she's going to travel, and it'll go the other way at the 2:16 mark. Taylor coming in. Maria LeBoy will make her first appearance tonight. And Rose Karpinski will take a break. So LeBoy wears number 45. Usually pretty darn good defensively and can be a presence down low. They feed her down low. One off the palm of her hand, not off her fingertips. Neary down the other way. No runner there. Looked like a walk by number 15, Bell. They didn't call it. We got a jump ball. It'll be Mountain View basketball at the 1:57 mark. Mountain View will inbound here. And knocked out of bounds by Antonacci. Inbound here from number 22, Cameron. Newhart will get it. Newhart circles around. Newhart with a rainbow three and way off the mark. And somehow it is Mountain View basketball after all that. So ball bounces off one of the Lady Vikes. Might have been McKeefrey, just trying to get her hand in there and make something happen. Mountain View will inbound, and they'll get it into number 15, Bell. Bell gets it back outside to number 22, Cameron. Back to Bell. Trying to get a steal here. Lavelle will now try to chase Newhart. And now we're going to get a moving screen there by Hammond. 1:35 on the clock. The score is 47-23. Live high school basketball here on the John Mendola Show. 1:26 on the clock. Moving inside, LeBoy. They try to get it to her. Back to Lavelle. And that three is off the mark. 1:15 on the clock. Newhart makes that bucket. Lavelle for another three, going to be short. Sneezing, coughing, I got it all going on tonight. Hammond inside from Mountain View gets the bucket. 47-27. 39 seconds on the clock, so Mountain View plugging away a blue-collar effort. Only down 20 here. As Riverside offensively got to find the hole. They do, Lavelle. And you say that, hey, they're up 20 points, but I think you want to see a little more consistency right now out of the Lady Vikes. 49-27. Newhart gets it over to her teammate, Bell. Bell will shake with that. LeBoy trying to guard her, and Newhart keeps the dribble. McKeefrey tries to get her hand in there, then Taylor, and there's 4.1 seconds on the clock. And we got a jump ball, and a substitution coming in here for Riverside will be Hoskins. So Antonacci is now. Full timeout call with 4.1 seconds here. Riverside will take an audio timeout. All right, we got 4 seconds to go here. long play here, and Mountain View comes up with it. And that'll be the last play of the third quarter. 49-27 is the score. Audio timeout one more time. One more quarter to go here at the Taylor Lions tournament. Quarter number 4, 49-27 the score. The Lady Vikes of Riverside lead Mountain View. The Taylor Lions tournament, and it goes out of bounds. So a turnover here from Mountain View, and Riverside has the basketball. Thanking our friend Chuck McKeel, Taylor Borough Councilman. Rose tries to go up and in, and fouled there by Devin Birdie. Short over the free throw line. Shooting 2, 7:41 on the clock.
Devin Birdie, number 23, second, personal. Team third.
Free throw goes. And that one goes as well. So Kayla Rose able to put in a couple of free throws. 51-27 the score. Neary gets it over to Newhart. And back to number 23, Birdie. And then the ball's tied up on the floor. We'll get a jump ball at the 7:29 mark. So we've played 31 seconds. The score is 51-27. Coach Mikhailo looking over his offensive plays, and he'll call one up. And Riverside will come down with something. They'll get Julie Antonacci the basketball. Lavelle wide open. Now they kick it back in. Rose. Antonacci for three. Short off the mark. Great play by Lavelle. Keeps it alive. Draws some contact. And will head to the free throw line. So Kylie Lavelle playing point guard, but tall enough to get some rebounds. Tallest player on this squad currently at 5'11" on the floor. And again, just a freshman. And that free throw is off. And that one goes. So she hits the second one. 52-27. 14 fouls on Mountain View, 1 team foul on Riverside. 7:03 on the clock here in the fourth quarter between these two at the Taylor Lions tournament. Great ball movement. Nice shot there as Bell finishes that one. So Mackenzie Bell, the senior, able to get it to go. Ashley Kilmer, I think she's pleased with the overall effort tonight out of Mountain View. They're hustling a lot. They got some points on the board. They're doing a lot of positives. They trail by a bunch here, but they're doing some good things tonight. Antonacci shot a long two, gets it to go. So 6:30 on the clock. It is 54-29 now. Riverside Lady Vikes in front. Neary with the basketball, dribbling around, guarded out there by Antonacci. Neary still looking, Triley gets it over to the corner. Newhart. Looked like she took a few steps before she got it. Tried to bank it a three, that didn't go. So coming down the other way, Taylor Antonacci, finisher. got it to go and one. So Emily Taylor with a fine pass into Julia Antonacci running the court, makes it 56-29 with 6:06 on the clock. And the free throw goes. 5 team fouls here on Mountain View, 57-29. Chuck McKeel, our Taylor Borough Councilman, supporting tonight's basketball game here on YouTube Live, the John Mendola Show. Kayla Rose on the rebound with the miss over there by Newhart. Now coming down, it's Taylor. Antonacci had a quick three look. Taylor gets it, kicks it back, moving it around. Kayla Rose strong enough to pull that around. Karpinski now. Taylor for a foul shot, gets it to go from the elbow. 59-29, 30-point advantage with 5:32 on the clock. Coach Mikhailo calling out a name or two off the bench. Turnover here. Lavelle gets it. Antonacci coming down. Bell's going to guard her. Miss. Lavelle with a rebound. Puts it up and in. 61-29. 5:11 on the clock. Newhart, 7-footer, hits that one. Newhart has that ability to run down and pop it. A little cheering section over there as well. Taylor, back to Lavelle with a pick. Corner, Karpinski, back into Lavelle. Gets it over to Rose and a carry, and we'll get substitutions all over the place. So let's get to Riverside substitutions. McKeefrey, LeBoy. Allie Nenish will get in. Kate Sloboda will come in as well. And we'll also get number 20, Hoskins. In the meantime, for Mountain View, they'll bring in Jade Travis again. Also, Emily Booley gets into the lineup. Hammond back in. So it'll be the starters, Neary and Newhart for Mountain View. Good pass there by McKeefrey to LeBoy, who goes and gets it, and 63-31. So McKeefrey caught LeBoy low. LeBoy bounced forward to get herself in front of the Mountain View defender, put her hands on the ball. It was a quick catch and shot. 4:07 on the clock, and now we get a quick foul. Second foul for Riverside. So Sloboda's foul. 4:07 on the clock. Free throw is no good. Riverside with the basketball. Bella McKeefrey now with it. Gets it over to Nenish. Nenish gets ejected and then gets one over and throws it out of bounds. That ball intended for Hoskins. So the inbound, it's Neary with it now at the 3:48 mark. 63-32 the score. And Taylor Borough Councilman Chuck McKeel, a long-tenured councilman, huge supporter of the Lady Vikes and all Viking athletics, supporting tonight's basketball game. LeBoy guarding Hammond. Hammond throws up a long basket and no go, and then Nenish with the rebound. Inbound here. Sloboda trying to come up with the basketball. And we're going to get Riverside Lady Vikes basketball at the 3:27 mark. Half-court offense set up here. McKeefrey now. LeBoy gives her a pick. Nenish now. Thought about a three. Pulled it back. Hoskins back to McKeefrey. Kick it back out Nenish. Now to Hoskins. And then a steal over there by number 33, Travis. Travis running down, Travis off the glass, Travis long, and then a steal by McKeefrey. 2:57 on the clock here as Riverside will set up the half-court offense, and they'll play for the championship on Friday. McKeefrey moves it around Nenish. Outside southpaw 3, no go. LeBoy with a rebound, kicks it back. McKeefrey for 3, and in and out. And then Hoskins off the glass, the rebound and shot. So Marley Hoskins able to put that up and in. 2:29 on the clock. Neary now. McKeefrey on a steal. She's got Neary in her hip pocket. McKeefrey gets it to go and one again. So Bella McKeefrey playing her best game here for the Lady Vikes and get some contact, able to get over the free throw line and get an extra opportunity here. 67-32 is the score. We'll get some substitutions again. Olivia Fedor will come in here for Riverside. We'll get 3 players back in for Mountain View, including Bell and Cameron. Bernie is in. Of course, we've seen Newhart and Neary in all night. Well, McKeefrey with a nice job. Coach messing up her hair a little bit. Got the pigtails going. It's a good night for Bella McKeefrey here tonight for the Lady Vikes. 2:16 on the clock. 67-33 is the score. Mountain View. Outside shot, and it goes. Nice long ranger there by Devin Birdie. 68-33, 2 minutes on the clock. As we thank Chuck McKeel, our Taylor Borough Councilman. Long lefty shot there. No go by number 11, Kate Sloboda, and they kick it back out. Nedish going to try a 3 off the front of the rim. Neary with the basketball. She is quite the motor for Mountain View. Throws up a prayer. No go there amongst the trees, and LeBoy comes up with it. Sloboda, the lefty, coming down. Sloboda with a long layup, no go, and then the rebound, no go, and then another shot, 3 for a quarter. Didn't happen. The ball on the floor. Hoskins, and then off of Mountain View, and it'll be Lady Vikes basketball. 1:19 on the clock. 2 more substitutions. So we'll see Morgan Antonacci into the ball game for Riverside. And we'll also see Paige Alanovich. Outside shot. Sloboda, no. 1:15 on the clock here. And it's 68-34. That's the score. Mountain View now with a half-court offense. Steal by Sloboda. So Kate Sloboda, a 9th grader, pushes it up. Antonacci kicks it over. Alanovich now. Back to Antonacci. Back to Nenish. Inside ball game off of Fedor's hands. And no go. So bringing it down is Jade Travis. And then a long ranger there. How about Reagan Cameron? Hits it 68-37. 33 ticks on the clock. Antonacci, Alanovich, 24 seconds left. Antonacci driving in and then out of bounds there. Good defense by Cameron. And we'll get Amia Ortiz into the ball game. Emery Booley now returning for Mountain View with 19 seconds exactly on the clock. 68-37 is the score. Try to get it in bounds, and then they finally come up with it. And then a jump ball is going to happen. And it's going to be Mountain View basketball. So a nice tie up there by number 5, Emery Bruley. 14 seconds on the clock. Chuck McKeel, our sponsor for tonight's John Mendola Show, YouTube Live, and another long ranger. And she turned around, Reagan camera, and looked at her coach and said, did I just hit that one too? That'll do it, 68-40, the final score. Live high school basketball. Join us again Friday night. West Scranton and Riverside will go at it. So the Lady Vikes victorious 68-40. We appreciate you joining us here on the John Mendola Show, YouTube Live. Have a good evening, everybody.
Riverside Lady Vikes will take on the Lady Invaders of West Scranton.